You're watching the Chuck Fleetwood-Smiths at this World Cup. I'm Zimbabwean, and I'm proud to be a minnow.
I'm not a rough and left on wrong. Chuck's the hero of our song. The Chuck Fleetwood-Smiths.
You're watching the Chuck Fleetwood-Smiths. No matter what you've heard on the internet, I've never had a positive drug test.
Hang in there, we're almost halfway through.
Damaging blow to Bangladesh. Still they can smile, the supporters, but only because they're seeing themselves on the big screen, not because of the result.
England's defeat of South Africa on Sunday from seemingly impregnable position has brought the C word back into focus.
Choking, yeah. Well, you and I have already had a Twitter fight, and then you rang me up to continue the fight. You were so adamant. And then by the end, I don't even know where you stood. Where do you stand on choking? Not women, I mean cricket.
I don't think that you can throw chokers into the mix this early on. If England have lost 2 games from equally impregnable positions, or tied one against India and then lost against Ireland from equally dominant positions, and no one is calling them chokers yet. The problem with South Africa is that everyone is going to use that term because it's what South Africa have become associated with. It's more about how they react to this. This is actually, I mean, in a way, it might be to their benefit to have, having started the tournament so well, to have had have a bad result in this stage.
Yeah, I just disagree because they needed 50 runs in 20 overs with 7 wickets in hand. England, India, a lot of teams have been in good situations. No one's been in a situation like that. I know it was a tricky pitch, I know there's a lot of factors, but the truth is, if it was any other side, we would have said choke. We say it more for South Africa, but that doesn't mean that they didn't lose the plot, and it should be mentioned. I don't think you should not mention it because it's South Africa, because they're going to play this tournament from now on in knowing that they've given up that position already with their history. So
yeah, look, it's inevitable, but I think it's too early in the tournament to be definitive about calling this generation of South African
chokers. They're chokers, Sam. Just say it, man.
I don't know. Krejza, you think, Dad?
Absolutely not.
You take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you have the facts of life. The facts of life. There's a time you gotta go and show you grow, and now you know about the facts of life. The facts of life. When the world never seems to be living up to your dreams, and suddenly you're finding out the facts of life are all about you. It takes a lot to get them right when you're learning the facts of life. Learning the facts of life.
South Africa's next game is against India. A little bit, I mean, they still don't need to win it to get through, but a bit more scrutiny on them in that game.
Yeah, and that will possibly be leg spinner versus leg spinner, but Imran Tahir's got a broken left thumb. I don't think he's that good at fielding or batting that it's going to matter too much. And PS Chawla is basically being picked as MS Dhoni likes him, but he's struggling a lot. So it could be an interesting match, or it could be not.
He's been a colossal weak link in their attack so far, going at over 6 and over in this tournament.
Well, he even struggled. We watched a bit of Netherlands today. He struggled against them. Yuvraj Singh bowled as well as him, and you don't really want your frontline bowler to go as well as Yuvraj. And Yuvraj has had a better bowling tournament probably than him so far. So I think Chawla's in a lot of trouble. But it seems that MS Dhoni likes him. Maybe he's cute. I mean, he does have little cheeks.
We've been together for a million years, and I bet we'll be together for a million more.
Ireland beating England last week put the focus on the associates and the fact that they're not featuring in the next World Cup. But since then, Netherlands, Zimbabwe and Bangladesh have been smashed by West Indies, South Africa and someone else. What do you reckon about that?
I don't have a problem with that. I think we need more teams in the World Cup. I think the problem is at the moment, if you've got one game a day, and that game is Kenya, Canada, or whatever it was the other day, then that's when the tournament feels too long. If you have 2 games a day, you can still keep the minnows in, keep this format. There's still enough good cricket around. All you have to do is make sure that on any given day, there's no more than 2 minnows playing in a game. And that's possible because What if we got 14 teams in this tournament? There aren't that many actual minnow sides around, so it's just bad planning. There's ways around it, but instead we're getting rid of them, which makes no sense to the future of cricket.
Yeah, so I think Ireland are actually, it's unfair to bracket Ireland with the others because their side is a lot better than the other minnows.
Yeah, well, I mean, Ireland, Zimbabwe and Bangladesh are all on that level where they're probably not quite good enough to be regularly good, but they've got good players and they're occasionally going to upset people. I can't imagine Canada could ever upset anyone, really. They're very polite.
And the World Cup semi-final of 1999 between Australia and South Africa, when Alan Donald pulled down his trousers and laid a big one on his entire nation's hopes.
Kluzner awaits now. Choke, 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 choke. No, but it's choke. Oh my, it worked. It actually, oh my God, South Africa, that is really embarrassing. Everybody knows that you do not choke when someone says choke, 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 otherwise you get nowhere in life. You know, imagine, in the scenario where I come around to your house and say, hey, Alan Donald, why don't you go and
Once again next time, when we'll be interviewing a man who could stretch his testicles into the shape of Scott Styris.
My love is brilliant, my love is pure. I saw an angel, of that I'm sure. She smiled at me on the subway, she was with another man. But I won't lose no sleep on that, 'cause I've got a plan. You're beautiful, you're beautiful, you're beautiful, it's true. I saw your face in a crowded place, and I don't know what to do, 'cause I will never be with you.
And now here is our Sultan Zarawani, a moment of this week. What have you got for us, Sam?
It can only be Kamran Akmal.
Yeah, there's not much more you need to say about that. My one is actually from the same game again. It's like we're only watching one game. Sometimes we watch two during the week. Mine was Ramesh Raja, who during the closing overs kept saying that you don't want to use a spinner because the spinner gets smashed around everywhere. He said this the over after Shoaib Akhtar went for 30 runs.
I don't know. Krejza, you think, Dad?
Absolutely not.